Right now, we are seeing Bitcoin hovering right around the $19,000 price level. But as we move into the next cycle for Bitcoin, what will be its lows? According to this article from Cointelegraph, they're suggesting it's looking like it's going to be around $35,000. And so we're going to be taking a look further into what details they're highlighting to justify this. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. I will include a link to this in the description, ladies and gentlemen. So this is titled No Emotion, Bitcoin Metric Gives $35,000 as Next Bitcoin Price Macro Low. Bitcoin market participants should not act on emotion, one trader advises, as long-term data continues to fit with previous bear markets. Bitcoin is showing textbook macro bottom signs in a business as usual bear market data suggests. In fresh findings published on October 13th, popular Twitter trader Alan revealed that Bitcoin price action is closely mimicking prior cycles. Trader on stock data, don't be shaken out. While some are concerned about the current state of Bitcoin and crypto markets, on-chain indicators have long suggested that the 2022 bear market is comfortingly similar to previous ones. Eyeing the one-month stochastic chart for Bitcoin USD, Allen highlighted Bitcoin repeating a structure common to both the 2014 and 2018 bear markets. Stochastic oscillators are classic tools for identifying price cycles in bullish and bearish interplay. Bitcoin has proved to be no exception, with monthly low stochastic readings perfectly matching bear market price floors, data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView confirms. Now those low levels are back, numbers which have only appeared 3 times before. Not only is stock calling for an imminent new macro Bitcoin price low, but it can also be used to determine where Bitcoin might bottom in the future. Inferring potential price points from existing data, Allen predicted the next cycle's low could be $35,000. Bitcoin forms flags over the previous flag configuration. Yellow zone form stochastic indicator shows, at least, second half of the flag, where we are right now, he commented alongside the chart. Next pole low is $35,000. Quick rebound always follows a dip. No emotion, don't be shaken out. A much needed silver lining. Phenomena such as stock behavior may well console traders who have watched as Bitcoin descends up to 75% from all-time highs just 11 months ago. With popular sources insisting that the bottom is not yet in, there appears to be little to be confident about while analyzing short time frame Bitcoin price action. Optimists are few and far between, among them well-known analyst Philip Swift, who this week predicted to Cointelegraph that the 2022 bear market should end up being just that, done and dusted by the end of the year. Others are less hopeful. On the topic of financial asset values in general, Gold Money senior analyst Alistair McLeod this week told investors to forget about the good times until the United States Federal Reserve changes course on interest rate hikes. The views and opinions expressed here are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of Cointelegraph.com. Every investment and trading move involves risk. You should conduct your own research when making decisions. So they have their own disclaimer there as well. I want to go ahead and make sure that I stress that to you guys. All right, so yes, when we have these major dips, what do we end up seeing? People buy up the dip and it starts climbing once again. It's like too good of an opportunity if you're going to be taking the risk on these investments. It's like, well, we just saw it all of a sudden crash 20-30% like this, right? If you have a moment like that, you could come in and say, hey, if this starts to bounce back and it recovers even 10%, that's still a good profit for the day. And then just see how this kind of sentiment is with everyone that's out there. Some people may take partial profits as it starts to climb back up. There's many different ways, obviously, you can go into with your trades on this, but just keep in mind that historically speaking, what we've been seeing here, especially with Bitcoin, is when you have these significant drops, boom, all of a sudden it starts to climb back up again because people have been waiting for those singular moments to really try and get in. Some people have limit orders, for example. They could be already set in right now, and then if Bitcoin was to just suddenly plunge, even at those really low levels, now those orders are getting filled in, price starts to go back up, starts to show some more recovery, and there's less selling taking place, and people are becoming more optimistic with everything that's going on. As far as for the rest of the year, I mentioned this in my other videos, but I'll just kind of touch on it a little bit again here. We have the midterm elections coming up here in November, early part of November. I think that we could be seeing a lot of the investment markets kind of teeter-tottering between now and then. And then after that, I think that's where we could start to see some actual action taking place. The dust has sort of settled down. The politicians are in the positions that they're in, and then we can go ahead and move forward. As far as for the Federal Reserve and them raising the interest rates, it has been very rampant, and they very well could continue to raise the interest rates by the end of the year. But I would be leaning a little bit more towards, for the month of October, maybe we'll see an interest rate spike again when the report comes out in November. November, I would be surprised if they raised anything then. And December, same thing. I think December, there's a very good chance that they're not going to be raising it. But we'll have to wait and see on all of that. They've already raised it a ton as it is of this year. So I'm leaning a little bit more in the direction, I'm on that side, that they're not going to be raising it more for the rest of the year. But we'll have to wait and see on this, right? Do I think that that will play a role on whether or not people decide to start making more investments into these things? I think it'll play a degree of a role. There are definitely people out there that are going to make their decisions based on that. So here's the thing. If next month's report comes out and they do not raise the interest rates, that report is supposed to come out, I believe it's 2 days after the midterm election. So having the dust settle on the midterm elections, and if we get a good report that inflation is not going up, that could be a perfect formula to say, hey, now's the time. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's try and make some profits again. Let's have things go back up. But we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. Again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Red Shaker, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your support. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode. Like cryptocurrencies, your DNA is made up of data. And with SelfDecode, you can discover more about your personal health. SelfDecode can help you improve your mood, optimize your health, balance your gut, improve heart health, reduce stress, reduce inflammation, optimize your cognition, and improve brain health. Their process is very easy. Simply register at the website, read the instruction manual and collect your DNA sample, place the sample into the specimen bag, put the entire box in the return envelope, mail the return envelope back to them, and then wait 6 to 8 weeks for your results. Their website is easy to use, easy to understand, and as someone personally who sits down a lot throughout the course of the day, having resources that are more geared specifically to me, that I can optimize my health, it's a huge game changer. You invest into other things, and there's no greater investment than yourself. So get started with SelfDecode. Check out the link in the description.